This week on Premier Interschools, we look ahead to the Monster Derby in Gqeberha, formerly Port Elizabeth, as Paul Roos from Stellenbosch visits Grey High, live on Supersport.
Premier Interschools Rugby, feast your eyes on it.
All of the schools ready to sing to one another, the players back to the fans.
Oh, yes!
Look at that, the sidestep.
She does on the line. It's another try.
Oh, that's the stuff. Schoolboy rugby, ladies and gentlemen.
In this week's encounter, two of South Africa's oldest schools, Grey High, founded in 1856, and Paul Roos Gymnasium, founded in 1866, come head to head. These are two of the giants of rugby. Both schools have long histories and traditions, and after 2 years of restriction and lockdown, both teams are keen for the opportunity to prove themselves on the Phillip field.
Oh, well, obviously there's a major excitement around that. One of the things that COVID actually taught us is that schools are not just all about curriculum delivery. To be honest, that's only a smidgen of what we do. Schools are about human interaction and be able to learn on the sports field and be able to experience bumps and grind and things like that. And the boys have just had such a thirst for that sort of thing. And the other thing that it does, of course, is you can find your identity outside of the classroom. It assists you in the classroom. So it's not just that excitement out there coming back after COVID where this real yearning to be out there. It actually has a significant developmental purpose for our boys. And we can already start seeing it this year, just once again, how the whole school is far more settled and how focused the boys are just being able to be out in the sports fields again.
I think it means so many things to them. First of all, to do what they love doing, playing sport, to be active, to be boys. I think it means so much to them to again represent their school, to compete, to represent themselves, to wear the maroon jersey, to play at the Markotter, and also I think to win, to lose and to draw with their friends, to just experience that camaraderie. But I think they're just so immensely grateful to be back on the field.
Grey High was founded by John Patterson in 1856 and named after Sir George Grey, who was governor of the Cape Colony at the time. The school has about 800 boys, including around 100 boarders. Rugby at Grey has always been competitive, producing some notable players, including, more recently, Kerwin Bosch, Sergio Peterson, JJ Engelbrecht, and the current Springbok captain, Siya Kolisi. Famous cricket alumni include the legendary Pollock brothers, Wayne Parnell and Johan Botha. The school offers a wide range of academic and cultural options, plus 13 sports disciplines, including its well-known rowing teams. With 2 years of pandemic, there is no real historical data for either team, but the last 10 games do offer an insight into what we can expect from Grey High. The current team secured a recent win over Die Brandwag, and there will still be boys in the team from the 2021 season who notched up a convincing win over St. Stithians and a narrow loss to St. Andrews.
Yeah, coming off the back end of 2021 was a very frustrating year. It was stop, start, but we managed to have a nice little pre-season camp on the school grounds at the end of last year where we got through a lot of stuff. This year it was very difficult with some boys doing summer sports, some doing water polo, some doing cricket, some doing basketball. So it was difficult to get everyone here to attend all the sessions, but we did some fancy footwork and we managed to get where we want to be at the moment, and we've ticked the boxes what we want to tick. Physically, I'm not sure if a lot of schools are ready for a full season of rugby. If you think about it, the grade 11s that's playing this year, the last time they had a full season, they were under 14. So it's actually quite a jump going from under 14 rugby full season to first team, but our conditioning coach is doing a great work on that front, so we are very excited and ready to go for that. Paul Roos will always be a fierce competitor for us. We love playing against them, especially the whole travelling down to Stellenbosch and them visiting us, it also creates a big hub. A school with a rich rugby history and culture, and it's always nice to measure yourself up against them. 2019 was actually a humbling year on the Philip, so we're very excited to get them back. And we had a mixed bunch under 14 and under 15. There's now the grade 11 and grade 12. With under 14s just lost, and under 15s actually won. So I think we've got a group here that's very confident, and they believe week in and week out they can put themselves with the best in the country. So I think mentally we are ready for it.
The vibe right now is very good, very high spirits. Obviously, coming back now from 2 years, the guys are so keen to get back on the field, get back to playing, so the vibe right now is very good. So in grade 8, we went down narrowly by 5 points in Stellenbosch, 24-19, and then it was good in grade 9 and under 15 year to get one back over them, 22-19 at home. So the score is standing at 1-1, so this seems to be the decider for our age group. So we always have a good contest against the boys from Paul Roos.
Where I come from, sir, there's not really much, sir. I mean, all I know is sports. I mean, it keeps you off the streets, sir, like from doing drugs and stuff, sir. And like rugby's like just saved me, and it brought me to the school, sir, that I am now, sir. I do think, sir, home ground does give you like an advantage, sir, because you have everyone here with you, and like the atmosphere is great, sir. So putting on that first team jersey, sir, it's an honor, sir. I mean, so when you walk through the corridors, sir, and the great age, they're just looking at you, sir, and they like want to be you one day, and also wear that jersey, it's a privilege, sir.
I couldn't be more grateful to be playing rugby again. I mean, 2 years without it, I never expected that at all. But being out there again is really great. And I mean, with the 2 years that we couldn't play, we tried to look at the positives. We found them, we worked hard with the 2 years, training sessions in the morning and afternoons, and we had some camps in December. So I'm really excited for the year. Yeah, the vibe in our team is awesome at the moment. All the boys are in this positive space. So everybody's working hard, we're really pushing each other to the max, and we're all ready. Everybody's just excited to play the first game. Paul Roos, it's always been an exciting fixture. It's always close when we play against them. I mean, they're probably one of my best rivalries because it's always neck to neck. It's never been a big score or small scores. We've always been close. So our age group, and I think there's going to be some surprises, but I'm really keen to see what's going to happen.
Historically, the two schools have not met over the last 2 years, but in the years prior to that, Paul Roos have won 4 of the 6 encounters. Grey High will seek victory on their home ground, but the Paul Roos boys are known for their tenacity and play right up to the final whistle. So by all accounts, this is going to be a massive encounter on the Philip Field. Paul Roos Gymnasium was originally called Stellenbosch Gymnasium when it was founded in 1866. Stellenbosch University originated from the school, and the rugby teams of both institutions still share the same famous maroon jersey. In 1946, the school was renamed after the famous Springbok captain and former rector of the school, Paul Roos. The school has 1,300 boys, and there are 2 boarding houses, Prima and Nova, accommodating 245 boarders. Paul Roos has produced 54 Springboks, more than any other school in South Africa. In the 2019 World Cup team, there were 5 Paul Roos old boys: Skalk Brits, Willie Leroux, Stephen Kitsoff, Herschel Jantjies, and Damian Willemse. This early in the season, historical results don't really reflect the team's past performances. Last year, Paul Roos beat Boland Landbou, but lost to Parel Gym. And the 2022 team has so far performed well against a strong Affie side, but lost to Help Mekaar.
I haven't been in a situation before like this, but we've done our best to prepare the boys. What we think, we've just gone a bit longer on our contact preparation, been very meticulous on the load on the players, so we hope, but we're going to have to see. We're also a school of rich heritage, very proud school. The support is always just thankful that we actually can get into schools like this off the ground. I'm thankful for the boys to get the opportunity, but like all the other matches, we'll take them very seriously. We'll take it each game at a time, and we'll make sure we show them the necessary respect in the way we train and the way we prepare them for the week.
So om 'n trip na Piet te gaan maak maar 'n wedstryd taaf, maar die laaste keer dat ons teen Grey gespeel het, was dit 'n baie goeie encounter. Dit was 'n baie tight wedstryd. Ek dink die term was 28-30. So dit sal 'n goeie wedstryd wees. Ek het nog eens baie van die span gesien die afgelope 2 jaar want niemand het gespeel nie. Maar definitief met Grey se rugby wat hulle speel, kan jy definitief weet dit gaan 'n harde game is, 'n fisiese wedstryd wees. So jy kan gereed maak vir 'n harde wedstryd.
We actually excited, as I can say, because we haven't played in 2 years. So putting the jersey on back in the game will be exciting and play every game like it's our last. Yeah, no, Great PE, we're really excited. I've been under 14, we won, under 15 was a tight game when we lost that one. So there's no decided victory. So we're really excited and it's going to be a nail biter definitely.
Yeah, I think as a group of players, we couldn't be more prepared. We've got a very talented group of boys and with a great coaching staff behind us, yeah, looking forward to the season ahead. It's always nice to travel to Great PE with the boys. The last time we played them was in 2019, tough encounter. We just lost the game. But playing on Phillips Field, it's always going to be tough, physical, but we're up for the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, coming back from playing 2 years back, it's going to be tough on our bodies, but I think we have had a good preparation, and the coaching staff behind us, they let us good, and we'll be ready. Yeah, it's going to be. It's always nice to travel. I mean, we've only been there once, so to travel for our last time playing PE in Port Elizabeth is going to be a big one with the school coming with us, and yeah, I know they have good individuals. They've, like they said, a few SA school players last year, so it's going to be tough, and they have a very good rugby culture. So it's going to be a big one to schools.
Kick-off is this Saturday, 9th of April, where the Phillip Field will once more ring out with the sound of war cries and spectators as Roos travels from Stellenbosch to test themselves against Grey High. Don't miss this massive encounter between 2 of South Africa's leading rugby schools. That's Grey High versus Roos in Premier Interschools, live on Supersport this Saturday.
Premier Interschools rugby, feast your eyes on it.
All of the schools ready to sing to one another, the players back to the fans.
Oh, yes!
Look at that, the sidestep. Oh, that's the stuff. Schoolboy rugby, ladies and gentlemen.